So now that I've went over things to consider when setting up your prices and packages, I want to go and answer some questions you guys have asked about prices and packages. So this is on my Facebook, and I'm going to answer some of your questions right now to end this video. So Nicole asks, how much should you price your work if you do not yet have your own studio? Now, this really depends because I don't have my own studio. I literally have this light right here, and then I have a wall. I'm not doing crazy things in this studio. I'm using my basement right now for the time being. But if you do want to do studio shots and you want to start pricing stuff, I would consider how much, if you want to be renting a studio, because I wouldn't be bringing actual clients down here. I just do model stuff. How much would it be to rent a studio? The cost of your lighting and equipment, travel times. So I guess it's kind of like everything that I said previously and then some. I kind of just do everything per look. So if you are shooting outside, you're shooting with a model or a senior, I do everything per look. And then just kind of add on whatever else. If they want prints, if they want digital pictures, that's all extra. Again, this depends on you as a photographer, but per look, for me, I would do like 100 or 125 per look. So every outfit change. And you can kind of do this so they can get a deal. If they do 2 outfits, you can make it a little bit more affordable for 2 outfits. I hope I ended. That was a hard question. Yeah. Okay, another question by Dinaz. Sorry if I said your name wrong. Sorry. How many pictures do you give to your clients, and do they get the originals too? No, I do not give out unedited pictures for any reason, and neither should you, because my originals are not a reflection of my work. They are just the foundation that I use to create my end product. So it's not a reflection of my work, and you should not be giving out unedited pictures for any reason. Like, I don't care if you're Beyonce. You're not getting your unedited pictures unless you pay for me to edit them. It's just not going to happen. And how many pictures do you give your clients? This depends on what the occasion is. If it's a wedding, I'm giving out more pictures because they are paying more. If it's for a model, if it's for like a portrait shoot, I'll probably do 1 or 2 pictures per look. If they want to pay extra for the retouch picture, that's fine, but I won't give out more than 1 or 2 pictures for a look. Okay, Jenna asks, what do you do when you feel you price yourself fairly but lose out on jobs because people want everything cheap? Should you lower your price or wait until there are clients willing to pay a fair price? This is my life story. I've struggled with this a lot, and here's what I know. That if someone values your work, they will pay. If you ask anyone why they have a Chanel or Celine bag, you know that it costs like $2,000-$3,000, right? But they still put money down for it because they know the value of the bag. They know that it's great quality, and they want it and they got it, right? So I feel like photography, that's the same thing. To start out, I would go a tiny bit lower than what you're comfortable with, because let's be honest, you have to secure clients first. You can't just jump out into the city and be like, hey, $5,000 for a portrait session. You can't do that, because you have to build your name. You have to build your reputation. Once you get the exposure within your city, within your peers, and people start to know you, and people start to value your work because they see you working with so many other people, then you can slowly start to increase your prices. And I'm not saying that it's right to work for less than what you deserve, but I mean, this is the business that it is. People do want the cheapest package, but do you necessarily want to work with people who just want you because you're the cheapest thing? No, of course not. You want someone who loves your work, who will appreciate the passion that you put into it. So, should you lower your price? That's such a tough question. It's not like I would lower my price just because, like, hey, I'll give this to you cheaper if you book with me. I would take away something, because then I'm not losing the value in myself. Let's say someone tells me your wedding package is too expensive. Could you go any cheaper? Well, I would say, yes, I could, but we would have to remove this, this, and this. I'm not going to feel like I'm just giving them a cheaper price just because I'm telling them that I'm valued at this, so you won't be getting this in exchange for a cheaper price, but that's not decreasing my value because you won't be getting this tangible object like prints or an album. So that's what I would do. there are clients willing to pay a fair price. But you shouldn't assume that right off the bat you're going to start booking clients like crazy, because it's not going to happen. And the wedding business is extremely competitive. There are people willing to pay $6,000, but only if you have the name, only if you have the brand that's been built already and people know you. They're not going to toss out money like that for someone who's just starting out. I'm going to be completely honest, and I'm struggling with that too, because I keep having, like, am I pricing the right way? Am I too cheap? You know what? I honestly feel like it's so important to obtain good clientele first and build off of it, and then slowly higher your prices. So if that means getting jobs that you might not want to do for a little tiny bit less than what you normally charge, that's fine, because you're building your name and you're putting yourself out there. There are clients who are willing to pay a fair amount. You just gotta find them, and to find them, you gotta just have people push you out there, and those are the clients that you'll book. Okay. Greta asks, should you lower the price if your photo shoots are not that professional looking? For example, if you don't hire stylists, makeup artists, or hairstylists. Usually, for me, my clients will already have makeup and hair. I don't like to offer my clients hair and makeup like on set, because I feel like if they don't like the makeup or the hair, that's not my responsibility, and they can just do that on their own time, and their responsibility is to just come on time, done and ready. Should you lower your price? I don't think you should lower your price, because if your work is amazing, it doesn't matter if they have hair, makeup, whatever, because the pictures will still turn out good. If you have good lighting, if you know how to post-process your images, and the quality is there, I don't see why you should lower your price. Troy asks, when would you increase your rates? I increase my rates once every year, and it's not like a huge spike. It's not like I charged $100 and now I charge $5 billion. I do small changes every year as to not scare off any potential clients, and I only do this when I feel like I'm beginning more and more exposure, and I feel like I've been perfecting my craft. So for instance, if you're upgrading your equipment every so often, and if you're learning new things, you're going to workshops, then it would be appropriate to higher prices, because you are retaining that new information and you are enhancing your pictures, and you're giving more life to your business. You're investing more into your business. Do you charge extra fees for stylists and makeup artists when you shoot with clients, or is it included? Or do you have different packages? Now, personally, I don't work with makeup artists or hairstylists when it comes to client work. I only work with makeup and hair when it's with model shoots, and I haven't really done, I'm gonna be totally honest, like I haven't done a lot of like lookbooks and stuff, but when I have done a lookbook, but hair and makeup is totally up to them. I let them take care of it. I'm just there to do the photography. So if this is a client, I tell them come here and makeup ready. I don't have a makeup artist here, and I feel like you shouldn't do that, because then you're gonna have to sit and wait for makeup and hair to finish, and it'll just be like a mess. If they don't like what your makeup and hair did, then it's on you. So what I would do is just have them come here and makeup ready, and that's a separate charge. They take care of that themselves. Some people don't even want makeup and hair, so I would just tell them just take care of that yourself and just come ready for the photo shoot. I don't even have a package with hair and makeup included. And also, that's time taken away from whatever you could be doing. I mean, if you have hair and makeup set up here, then you have to be attentive and waiting for them to finish, and that's time you could have taken doing something else. So again, just have them come ready and just take the pictures. Lewis asks, how to know how much I should charge for a project? What should I take into consideration when making my own price list? And that is exactly everything that I covered. Lewis, just go back and watch the video, because I just listed everything that I take into consideration when I make my prices and when I'm setting up everything. So Emma says, it would be good if you could address the starting artists not to undervalue their work so much. Charge what's fair. And yes, charge what's fair, but also keep in mind that you are just starting out and you need clientele, because without clientele, without people, then you can't have a business. So you can charge what's fair, but be reasonable. Be reasonable. If you're starting out and you have no clients, you can't expect to be charging $5,000. I mean, it's just not gonna work. At least that's what happened to me anyways. When I first started, I was charging cheaper than what everyone else was charging, because I wanted people to give me a chance, and that price tag attracted people as well. And yeah, maybe they were just looking at the price at first, but that gave me an opportunity to first practice, get more experience, and then perfect my craft, and then slowly start raising my prices to where I wanted them to be. You put your watermark if you have one on the photos, wedding, anything else, and if you don't, would you put one if you had one? I do have my own logo, but I do not put it on my pictures because I feel like it's really tacky. I don't know, I'm gonna be straight up, you guys. I just think it's okay if you do it, but I just think it's really ugly, and I think it's very like 8th grade to put watermarks on your pictures. I mean, yeah, people have stolen my pictures before. What am I gonna do? They're gonna steal it. They're gonna with the watermark, without the watermark. So here's my personal philosophy about the watermark. Now, if someone truly loves your work, and let's say they post it on Facebook, people will find out about you, no matter if you have a watermark or not. The person, if they're so excited with their pictures, they're gonna be like, Jessica, they're gonna tag you. Or if someone asks, they'll find out that way. They'll be like, Jessica took my pictures. I feel like word of mouth is even more powerful than a watermark. Some people are like, you're not allowed to put my picture, and you can't crop my watermark and all that stuff. I don't even deal with that. I just let my clients be happy. Just let them they put the picture up on Facebook. That's all they want to do. They just want to put it on Facebook. Kind of takes away from the image. I feel if there's like a watermark, especially the people who put the watermark like right in the center, I'm like, why? But why though? Why would you do that? Like, if people are gonna find out about me, they'll ask, and if they really like my work, they'll find out. I don't need a watermark to do the job for me. And Medium asks, what to do when people ask for unedited pictures? I love this question. Now, is this before or after like I stop crying? Because that's the one painful question. Well, first, I sit by myself and I'm like, why do people ask such questions? I mean, I don't know why people... I just tell them I don't give out unedited pictures. Honestly, straight up, like, I don't give out unedited pictures. You can pay for more pictures, but you're not gonna get the 500 pictures of you eating a salad at your engagement. I'm just not gonna give those out. I'm just not. Anyway, I hope this whole video helped. I tried to go over everything. I tried to answer as many questions as possible. If you do have any other questions, please leave it in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching and for asking all your questions. I hope I answered them as best I could, because they were really tough questions. But I'll make another question and answer, so I got you guys. So thank you guys for watching, and see you guys later. Bye. By the way, I did use Nikon the other day, and I had to use a manual, so I think that just speaks for itself. Oh my god. Just use Canon, people. Just use Canon. Bye.